What's up, everyone? My name is Abby. I have the hiccups. So I'm doing an unhaul video today. I don't know exactly how many books I'm unhauling. There's quite a lot. These have kind of compiled over like a few months. On my last unhaul video, I did get a few people messaging me and asking if they could buy the books that I was unhauling, and I had already told them at that point. I think at this point in time, I really don't have time to like ship a bunch of books out and go to the post office. So I think as of right now, I'm just going to be selling these locally. But if I ever decide that I want to sell these books, like if they're not selling locally, where I don't have to ship them and I want to sell them and I'm willing to ship them, then I will probably use an app to do it. So I'll like post the link of that in the description. So if the description doesn't have a link to a selling app, then most likely I'm not selling them on any sort of app or place other than Facebook Market. So, yeah. So, let's get into all these books, because there's a ton. I'm not going to give a whole description on all of them, because there's too many. But the first one is Defiance by CJ Redwine. Read this a long time ago. Don't remember it. Not going to continue. The next book is The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. I remember this is probably one of like the first books once I like started reading that I had read, but I didn't really like it. It's a standalone and it was kind of boring, so I'm gonna sell it. The next three books are Angel Burn, Angel Fire, and Angel Fever by L.A. Weatherly. I've read Angel Burn, but I never read the others, and I don't plan on it. The next three books are The Jewel, The White Rose, and The Black Key, all by Amy Ewing. I read all of these books. Actually, no. I've read The Jewel and The White Rose. This one was pretty good. This one was really boring, and I have no plans to read this one. So, yeah. The next book is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I don't remember anything about this book. I know there's a second one, but I don't want to reread this in order to reread the second one. And then Shade Me by Jennifer Brown. I bought this and never read it, and the description just doesn't appeal to me, so I'm not going to read it. Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. I read this a long time ago. I remember kind of enjoying it, but I think it's like on the younger side of YA, and I just don't really plan on continuing the series. Then I have The Queen's Assassin by Melissa De La Cruz. I read this sometime this year, and I thought it was boring, and I don't want to continue on with the series, so I'm not going to. The Traitor's Kiss by Erin Beatty. I have not read this, and it's just been on my shelf for so long, and it's just, I don't want to read it. These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Yeah, I think it's one of those space books, and I just have too many of those, and it's not the best. I read it. It wasn't the best, so I don't want it anymore. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I remember, like, I love this cover. I don't know, I like the yellow on it. But, it's a big book, and it was very boring. Now this one may be a surprise. This is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. You might know that this is my favorite series, but I actually found the copy of this book that has the art on the end pages, and I don't want two copies of the book. So I'm going to keep that one and sell this one. The next three books are Firelight, Vanish, and Hidden, all by Sophie Jordan. These books are just kind of meh. They're not bad, but I read them such a long time ago. It's just like younger YA, and basically all of these books, like, some of them aren't terrible, but they're not great, and I need room on my shelves. I'm running out of room, so only great books are allowed. The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. Don't remember anything about this book. The next three books are Lila, Gabriel, and Jonah. I enjoyed Lila. This one was meh. This one, I skimmed through the last half of this book. It was bad. I didn't like it, and it's just wasting room on my shelves. Then I have Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I don't remember if I read this book. But if I did, then I don't care about it, and if I didn't, then I'm never gonna read it. So, Halo by Alexandra Adornetto. I've had this for so long. I love the cover, even though it's like so cheesy. I just find it really pretty. I like the silhouettes, but I think I finished the series. I know I've read this one and the second one, but it's just time. It's just time for this to go. This is another one where I'm only getting rid of this one because I bought the wrong like edition. The other ones didn't match, and so I wanted to get the one that matched. So I still have a copy of this one, but I don't need 2 copies, so I am getting rid of or selling this edition of Volume 1 of Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. Then I have The Darkest Minds and Never Fade. This series was really popular a few years ago, and I just wasn't about it. I read this one, I haven't read this one, and I don't plan to. Then I have Nevernight by Andrea Kramer. Once again, younger YA, werewolves, not really interested anymore. The next 4 books are Fallen Kingdoms, Rebel Spring, Gathering Shadows, and Frozen Tides. I read the first 2 books, and the first one was pretty good. The second one was not as good, and I just don't think I'm gonna get around to the other. There's more than 4. I think there's like 6 or 7, and I just don't have time to read bleh series. The next 3 books are Strange Angels, Betrayals, and Jealousy by Lily St. Croix. I read, I think, the first 2. I don't remember if I've read this one, but I just don't have a desire to anymore. The next book is Frostblood by Allie Blake. I was really excited going into this book, and it really just let me down, and I really don't care what happens. And then the next 2, this book is probably the most disappointing book I've ever read, and that is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. And I read this, and I hated it so much. I read this sometime this year, and I had already bought New Moon, but I'm never gonna read this, ever. Ever. This was so bad. Come at me, bro. This was bad, okay? I didn't like it. So I am selling it. So those were all the books that I plan on selling. Once again, as of right now, I'm gonna sell them locally. I don't want to ship them out. So please don't ask me if you can buy them, because the answer is I don't want to ship them. But if there's a link in the description that has an app that Future Me has put there because they're not selling locally, then click on that link. But if not, I'm sorry. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you like any of these books. Let me know if you like them. It's okay if you like them and I don't like them. Like, we're allowed to have different opinions. So let me know if you like any of these books, and let me know if you're upset at me for hating them, and just roast me. Don't roast me, I'll cry. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Because these have kind of I